kindergartners. Oh, that hand went faster than the camera could record, didn't it? Whoa. All right. Anyway, we are going to make our Rudolphs today, and I'm going to show you. This is a finished Rudolph that I did. Ooh, I even added glitter to the nose. If you want to do that, you can. But I'm going to start today by telling you, you can either use the big piece of white paper that I included in your bag, or you can use a littler paper. It looks like the camera is having a hard time keeping up with this video. We'll see if it keeps up though, okey-doke. I am going to have to use a littler piece of paper, however, because the camera will only go up so high. Do you see this light shining right here? This is actually the camera shining down on the paper. So I am going to use a piece of paper that's about the size of a piece of paper, but I'm going to use a canvas. So here's my canvas, and I think you'll be able to see this better. Does that make sense? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw our Rudolph. So I'm going to put my Rudolph up there so I can help you draw your Rudolph. And I'm going to start by saying, remember the size of your paper. The size of your paper is so important. You cannot, if you have a paper this big, we don't want you to draw a little tiny Rudolph down here in the corner. That would be wasting a whole lot of space. You want to make your Rudolph as big as your paper. So take a look at my paper. You can't see the whole thing, but you can see my head is nice and big. I have a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom. We're going to start with that giant head. So the first thing in the middle of your paper, and if I were to cut the paper in half, it would be about right here. You could even fold yours. I think your big white paper came folded. And you're going to put half the circle above and half the circle below that line. And I'm just going to start. It's kind of nerve-wracking, but it's okay. Pencil erases. Circle for my reindeer. There's my reindeer's head. Got it? All right, now I'm going to make my reindeer's ears. And to do that, I'm going to put a point up here, and I'm going to curve around and come back down. And then I'm going to start at that point again. I'm going to curve around and come back down. And then I'm going to put another little reindeer ear over here, and I'm going to curve around, and then I'm going to curve around and come back down. This one, do you notice that one looks more like a bunny ear? So Mrs. Ernest is going to take her eraser. This is why I said you don't really have to worry if you make a mistake. And I'm going to curve this one in a little bit more. Oh yeah, I think that looks way more like Rudolph's ears. Now the second part of this is you're going to take and you're going to draw an inside part of the ear. So I'm going to start here and go in, start here and go in. I always start at the top here. I think that's easier for us to do. So put your little dot here, carry it in. Carry it in, just like that. All right, I promise you it'll look like Rudolph when we're done. Then you're going to give your Rudolph two big eyes. An eye here, and an eye here. You're going to give him a big nose. His nose is kind of sticking out, and it will stick out when we draw it. Now this part, you can either decide to have your eyes looking up, like I did in this guy, or you can have his eyes looking down. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and draw little lines up here because I think it looks cute when he looks up. Like that. All right, so I have my two little eyes. This one's a little bit big, but that's okay. And maybe I'll make this one a little bit bigger. Perfect. This is a part that you're not going to paint. That white part there, not painting, whatever you do. Now I have to draw my reindeer neck. So I'm going to go one side on this side. One on this side. Next, I'm going to draw this little scarf that I have here. So I'm going to go across like that, and there's my scarf. And then I'm going to have a little knot on my scarf there. I'm going to have one part go up, and then I'm going to have one part go down. And there's my scarf. So my Rudolph is all drawn. You're going to stop right there today and give yourself a little bit of a break. Oh, wait a minute. I just thought of something. Before you stop, get out your black crayon. Make sure you take your black crayon and you trace over all of the lines. That's a really, really, really important part, because if you don't trace with the black crayon, it won't hold your watercolors in. Okay? So get your black color crayon. I forgot to have a black color crayon come with me, so I don't have one right here. But get your black color crayon and trace over all of the pencil. That'll help stop your watercolors. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for painting. Bye.